Hello and welcome to Community Service Wednesdays. It's the first session that we are going to do in the vet. So we'll see. I'll be practicing myself. I did one race before and managed to stay consistent, still lagging a little bit of pace that I will try to find. But in the race, conditions were very dynamic. It went from quite dry on the start to quite very wet in the middle of the race, and when it dried out again. It seemed that it dried out very quickly. Some sun was out, so maybe it's related to that. Not sure how much the running cars, have the effect on car drying, but I think it's more of the sun and just the rain actually stopping to fall down. So we'll see in this session. First session I set up as quite dynamic as well. I set it up in 15-minute intervals of light, normal, and heavy rain, and went to light and normal, heavy, and so on. So we'll have quite a lot of different conditions. We'll see. The session usually works. It worked good when the conditions were static. So I can just take any lap and compare to my lap with any my lap, and it's just a simple one-to-one comparison. Here we'll need to maybe look more in a general way instead of one-to-one. For YouTube viewers, you will find timestamps in the description if you want to jump around. I will try to provide some context there, so you know what's what. And yeah, let's try doing some laps. Yes, yes, it does. I would recommend taking setup for that. I think these cars should have it. I hope that iRacing would make those changes, like brake bias to the back. Jack with a nice lap. Should stay in third here, especially in these quite tolerable conditions. Here, it's nice to shoot down to second, because you want to have a good exit here. The third is a bit too slow. I have some lines that I saw from Sven, the 10K driver, that I will want to try out. I want to first set the comparison lap with my normal lines, my shitty lines. If you haven't done a race yet, be ready. Be ready for a lot of spray. And not being able to see anything. I'll try braking at the same mark next lap on 150. stop. But shift earlier. Now I've kind of slept on the shifts. I think that's why I overshot the corner. Yeah, even here, now I correctly shifted, downshifted early, and the car was quite stable. So let's now try again the chicane. Kind of learning exercise for me as well. By the way, I'm following this line. I talked about it earlier. Not sure exactly if it works or not. Yeah, way better. Still overshot by just a little bit. I want to clip that that curve a little bit more.
Rain is going to get heavier.
Okay, rain is going to hit heavier. So let's put in this lap. Should be a nice benchmark. Important not to go too heavy on the throttle. It can make you do both. It can make your rear wheel spin, or if you also trying to turn, it will make you understeer.
You just hit the fastest lap.
Still overshooting it a bit.
Rain is going to get heavier.
Okay, going to hit heavier, does that mean it's not yet heavier, I assume? I think it's getting more slippery. Yeah, that's a nice line. I think, at least. Let's try staying in third next time for this corner. Okay, and also we'll try to compare this line. Yeah, you see now I'm losing just on the straight because I'm not hugging the white lines.
You got a slow car on the right. Rain is going to get heavier.
to stop a bit more for first chicane and for this chicane a bit earlier on the brakes. It's getting more wet now. Oh yeah, I have this. Okay, useful. Getting heavy. Time's about to plummet, I think. I braked even earlier, but it's even wetter, so similar result. I'll try braking just after 200. Now even here understeering more than I did before. Need to try to clip that curb a bit more. Not sure if it's worth clipping that curve. Oh right, maybe I need to clip more. And also on this exit curve as well. I'll try to cutting it more. Let's try staying in third. Quite okay, quite a good amount of traction.
We expect these conditions to continue.
Quite okay, but I like to be cutting more of the first curve. So now that it's wetter here, I'm preparing more for this corner. I go more to the right. Earlier I could stay more tight all the way through the corner, now it's not so easy. very difficult comparing even lap to lap to previous lap. Kinda fell asleep. Overslept the braking point. It went quite heavy on the brakes and it kind of worked out. Not perfect, but saved myself at least. Don't like at all how that curve. The slight off-right curve. I still need to try to cut it more. High noise, don't know and don't care.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
The times went from 2:02 to 2:05 already. And I think the rain will get heavier. At the start especially we were doing some crazy shit. Banging like crazy. I actually said out loud, how are we not dead yet? How it's possible to do this stupid shit and be alive? No, that curve is off limits. Yeah, I like it. I like how you put it. Interesting in quotes. Yeah, so Jack knows about the line. About the line thing. The line where you hug the line. We'll see how terrible the spray is. So track is now extremely wet officially. I see 67% of rain in my overlay. Maybe first gear is okay here actually. Yeah, in these more difficult conditions maybe I need to go a gear down. Although this did not work out. See you, Noise. Oh. Mixed up the boards. Jack is in the pits, I will be in 2 laps as well.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Getting very wet here.
one lap of fuel left.
First gear is a little bit sketchy there in these conditions now. Probably safer to stay in the second. A bit too much on the throttle, and when I upshift and try to turn, and it doesn't. Okay, let's spit.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
We have our first half spin. It's getting bad, 80%.
Pit boxing 10,
Let's keep the tires
5, 3,
and a few more laps.
1. Right here.
So like it'll be around 45 minutes.
Okay, go.
how about the spray?
Right side. Going on the left. Clear.
Woo! Okay, so rain seemingly getting a bit weaker now. Track is still very wet. But my overlay only says 73% now, going down quite rapidly. I'll need to check what exactly those percent means. I guess it's just a cloud with a rain. That's a nice lesson to learn, not in a race. I let go of my wheel. And clipped the wet line. Don't do that at the painted line. Okay. Real quick, one thing to check. I overlay. What is that? It is precipitation. So it's supposedly the same as this, but more. And actually, let me check the stream. Yeah, you see it as well. You see, right? I can't show you, but below the relative, in the footer of the relative, there is like 62 point something percentage where it's going down. I want to check how well it's indicating.
Rain is going to lighten up.
Yeah, it says now that it's gonna lighten up. Let's see the clouds actually. Oh, okay. Zoom in. Okay, so we're going out of this heavy rain into the light rain area. Well, guess we can drive in a drying track as well. Have cold tires, I definitely need to lift a little bit here. If I want to clip that curb, I need to go a bit wider, bit to the middle of the track before starting to turn in. Let's try out the slowdown.
You cut the course, you got to slow
Like
down
that
to give up
here.
that time.
Okay. We had 6 seconds. 2 and went 6 on top. It's an off track, okay. Maybe trying to clip too much. Oh, we have some sun. I see some shadows. I think, at least. I think not clipping the sausage, only the curb is better.
We expect these conditions to continue from
Time's getting better and better. Yeah, so rain stops, or just it becomes not as strong, and track immediately dries out. I guess Monza has a lot of drains. Could be the case. Because look, now the 5 laps ago it looked completely different. Now most of the standing water is gone now. let's try staying in third. Can be okay. Still a lot of time in this last corner. 2 tenths at least.
Rain is going to get heavier.
Okay, so rain will start again. Getting heavier. And let's try late braking into the last corner. But where is late? Here. Oh, a bit too late. But you have been a great lap. Rain is getting back up again. Okay, now try baking late, but not as late. Probably around 100. Bit before. Wonderful. Okay, I really wanted this lap. Not gonna be a record, I don't think so, but just wanted to set this lap. Okay, I think it's enough lapping for me at least. I'm gonna do it anyway. No, but I mean seriously, let's take a quick look. That's gonna be an issue. Well, so if you do anything today, don't drive. Check my lap. Check the lines. You will see that I'm taking completely different lines. Here, for example, I'm hooking this line from the start because as you realize here, you can't brake over it. You can't brake over the puddle, and there's not enough space here, so you need to brake here over this. So you cross that as early as possible, and you're actually faster just going through it. For some reason, no explainable reason, you're faster through here. Well, just faster on throttle. Slow down, right? Probably still slow down. Probably can stay in third here. Yeah, I recommend. Probably can get even closer to the edge, but yeah, not the line. Forget the line. It's very wet, and well, it's very slippery when wet. But probably around here you can be. Like it's cambered here, no water here. And then, yeah. This is a good line. This is a good line. Just stay in third, you will be able to. You will probably... okay. I realize that you're another car. But I'm an Audi, I'm staying in third here. And Porsche, ignore that, I'm not sure. Here you probably want to avoid this line. I wonder how my lap looks like. On the exit sometimes it's worth just crossing a bit, that's fine. Here too. Since this part there's a lot of rubber on it, it's more difficult to brake here. And you see, you're braking quite early, before the 200. I'm braking, especially in these lighter conditions that I think these are. I'm braking probably around here, after 200, and on the left. On the left, there's less rubber, it's more grip wear in the rain. And when you still braking here, slowly return to a little bit outside, just to get a better entry to this corner. You can carry more speed definitely through here. And what I do, I go a bit deep here. You're in dry conditions. You want to prepare this corner so you can take this corner, okay? So you're prepared for this corner, and then you're prepared for straight. Here it doesn't matter. You're not getting good exit on straight anyway. And this corner doesn't affect at all how you will be exiting that corner in wet conditions. So you just go deep, try to take as much speed as possible through here. I also go a bit like to outside like you did, but I'm still here, and then I go a bit wide here. A completely different line, we'll see. This seems about right. But still, try to get a better exit. This is fine. Fine. But this is not good. You don't need to turn there. Go straight. Use the wall track. Use the wall track. You can even use curb. You can even use this part. It can be sometimes helpful. I think it is the fastest way. because then you can cut a lot here. Uh, this this part, no rubber here at all. It's a lot of grip here. You can go fully on the throttle. Even when you're taking this long line, it's faster. Uh, it's faster, but it's cheesing. I don't like it. And it's not even on 1x, what I'm saying. But I don't like it. I don't like taking 1x for speed, and I don't like just going off track for speed. Yeah, this is fine. This is where I brake. Just few areas of improvement. What I wanted to do, let's check my, yeah, for this example. Chopper. Yeah, so hugging this line, it is faster than going here. Why? Don't ask me. Go ask High Racing or something. Like it's like half a tenth faster through this rate, at least. And when you go here and then hug this line. Hug this line and then I can brake quite late. Do some drifting. Because why not? Yeah, avoid the white line. Good job, me. Here. Yeah, again. Braking in the part where there's no rubber. And then going back out. So I have a good entry to the corner. Avoid the lines, nice. Let's see what I do here. Nice. Could be probably 3 centimeters closer, but I like it. Here, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Not clipping the white line at all, but right next to it. Yeah, deeper, then a bit to outside. And then look what I do here. Well, not here, okay. I'm going strongly on the exit. Even over the curb. Because I know that curb will end, and here it's a lot of grip. Here, stay in the middle. Maybe I should stay in the middle. More in the middle, because like here you can see barely this dry line. Drier line. I guess this gives me a better exit. I'm not sure though, because this part seems well either drier or more rubber on it. I have no idea from the just the view. Okay, we have one guy ready. My coworker is ready. Let's go. Testing. Okay, this car needs some adjustments.
Hi.
Testing. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. You can hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Hi. Hi again. Right.
I guess
How's the rain?
it's quite difficult. Yeah, I got a load cell today as well, so I'm getting used to it too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I think I'm okay. I know where to go, but the most difficult part is figuring out the corners before the long straights. Like,
Mm-hmm.
do I brake more to the inside for worse exit but better
Mm-hmm.
braking grip,
How
or
mu
do I
how
go
much
less?
to compromise?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'll show you what I'm doing. Well, I'll tell you what
Could
I'm
you
doing.
could you share the screen on
Yeah,
Discord?
yeah, I will, I will. Actually, I'm going to do that. Screen, middle screen. Go live. And then actually on... I'll do the same on stream as well. Okay, so here's your lap 20. TO6, I wonder if... What conditions are we... Do you imagine? Like it was drying already? Well, not drying, but the rain was stopping a bit, or...
Yeah, I think it was a little bit grippier
Mhm. The
than the
middle part,
worst.
right? Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm also using the baseline wet setup.
Okay, okay. Okay, okay. I'll touch on this real quick. This is stupid, some stupid shit, but maybe it makes sense because of some reasons. But hugging this line on this part of the straight is like half a tenth faster through this straight. So it's just free half a tenth. I don't know why, but it is.
Okay.
And when it's you're going to hug this line. So my line usually, just go hugging. Just need to keep in mind that the pit exit, right, is here,
Yeah.
and some cars might be exiting, so need to, you know, check the relative to see if no cars are exiting. If they are, maybe prepare to avoid them. But yeah, hug that line, then onto this line, it's, yeah, fine, great. Braking, it's interesting. I think you like slipped over this line.
Maybe.
Because the lines, are slippery because it's paint, and it's wet paint. It's way less grippier than the uh, asphalt. I think yeah, it's exactly what happened. I never noticed that because yeah, I'm braking also with the same part.
Maybe I'm also turning left a little bit to get the better entry at
Could
the
be,
same time.
could be. Yeah, here you want to be turning straight. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. It seems that you turn a bit. Not sure exactly if it's just catching the car. Okay. So here, no, I don't go wider here. I stay quite
Mhm.
tight. At least I don't go wide that much. Stay
Yeah.
tighter. Cut the curve as much as possible. But yeah, you seem to be a little bit too slow. I'm not fast here either. Sometimes it feels like you stop almost, but
Yeah.
but yeah. So the issue is, you want to get a better exit. Yeah. You want to cut more of this one.
Mhm.
This one is fine, but I think you can, yeah, less throttle here, probably. I understand probably
Mhm.
not a lot of throttle here anyways, but less, so you turn a bit more.
Mhm. Should I go on top of the sausage curb, or no? On the left side.
So I tried both. And like, I think the best is just the side. When I go
Mm.
over, it just bounces the car so much, at least for the Audi. But it
Yeah.
bounces it so much that it seems not to be worth it. But yeah, here, or maybe, you know, just break a turn a bit earlier, but you want to be, you know, exiting this better. Because here, your wheel is turned, I think, too much as well, because the car is understeering a bit. And here, you know, you just only now releasing, returning the wheel, you know, and going on throttle. But you want to start going on throttle, you know, way earlier. Let's actually see my lap, for example. Some, and then want to take too good of conditions. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, so stay. Also do a bit of turning. Yeah, I'm a bit exiting a bit tighter. Here, it seems that here I go a bit wider, but when turn, some car returns to the middle, somewhere like middle to the of the track, and when here, you know what I do here to get the car to turn in? I like drag brakes just a little bit. If you can see here, just like it hooks up the car, and it went, especially over the curbs. It went turns. Yeah, and when exit on the first gear, you know, exit is important here. The following is quite long straight. So basically, you still don't want to lose, you know, too much time over this chicane, but exit is more important here. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, this part. Like I think you're steering just a bit too much. Try. Yeah. So I'm not in Porsche, and I'm not exactly sure how it drives in the rain. But try the first gear all throughout here. Here first. And here, and maybe a bit of brake just to get the car to turn in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go next. So yeah, this stay outside. This is good. Well, for lighter conditions, at the start of the session, for example, I was able to just stay inside and stay there. Basically, just follow this inside line. But when the more wetter it get, the more I had to prepare better. So like what you did here, stay outside. But when here you can cut and you know just shorten the line. The more wet it will get, the more it will push you to outside. But that, you know, you almost just let the track to do it. You don't do anything.
Okay, because I noticed that I'm getting pushed to the left more and more, so I took the wider line from the start, but I should still cut the corner a little bit and
Yeah.
let the car push itself out.
Yep. Yeah, it's fine. I think the hesitation, I'm not sure if I hear correctly, but like a bit of coasting, where you braking, and when it seems that maybe now brake too much, when you release the brake, and then go back on the brakes when you know you see, okay, I still need to brake a bit more. Maybe I'm just hearing that from the replay in the telemetry. Maybe it will seem different, but yeah, to avoid that.
I think you're right because the track was drying, so I just noticed that I have stopped way more than I usually do, so I probably just let off the brake a bit.
Yeah. So yeah, adapting into the different conditions, it's difficult really. But I did a race before this, and it was like 1-to-1 conditions to this. I mean, it started quick, then become super slippery, and then got quick again. So it's same in the race, and I think just doing this session will help very much in the rain, because you will just in the race, well, in the wet race, but because basically we'll know what kinds of conditions there are, so I think this will help a lot. Talking about the corner, here you can stay more to the left. Well, at least I do that. I saw some high level drivers just before the session in the race do that. Basically, you do a similar thing. You start in more well, not on the right, on the left, but you can stay here. Stay here, and then where's that 200 board? This, right? I'm braking depending on conditions, just before or just after it. So you stay here, and then you slowly return somewhere to where you are right now. And it's because this part just has more rubber. Even this middle, from what I understand, has more rubber, and braking here it just works better.
Okay.
Actually, let me show you real quick, because there is one more corner in braking zone in this track where I do the same thing. You see, I'm all the way on the left, and then come back to the right. So just wanted to show real quick how it looks like, and then we're going back. Yeah, so this. Now here, yeah, cut a little bit of this, cut more of this. Again, a similar case like with the first corner, I stay in second here though with my Audi. It's like a bit less tight chicane. But yeah, cut more and be prepared to exit a bit better. Yeah, that exit you want to prioritize a bit more. Here, strangely, you can stay as close to the white line as possible here. I think you see the track is a little bit cambered, like down. So I think that all the rain is flowing down. So the rubber maybe is not as slippery or something. But yeah, you can take it similarly as dry, except these puddles in near the curb. So similar as dry, but avoid the puddles. And similarly as dry, in dry, these two corners, in general, these two corners have similar angle, but you want to take them differently. This one, the first one, you want to take, you want to sacrifice the exit. You want to take as much speed through it as possible. The next one, you want to do opposite. You want to get as the exit that is as good as possible, fast as possible, because when the following straight is very long, you want to, you don't want to lose that time in the following straight. So you can, sacrifice a bit of the corner speed. And same thing in the wet. This you want to be trail braking very, very deeply. So you take a bit more speed through it. Exit here doesn't really matter that much. And here same thing again. You can stay on the completely on the left, as just avoid the white line. If when I brake, even when not touching the line here, it like the rear steps out a little bit, but just a little bit. It like doesn't matter too much in the Audi at least. But yeah, here you want to take a normal dry racing line. Again, just avoiding these puddles, so a little bit wider. And exit again. Exit here is very, very important. Yeah. So you're doing already. So this is the corner that I mentioned where you want to do the same thing. Brake here. You can't be on the complete left here because there are puddles, and you probably don't even want it, right? You just want to avoid this part. So be around somewhere around here. It's quite wider than it was before the second chicane. More on the left. And then I think the point is that when you can brake quite straight in this diagonal line, and you will rejoin the rubber later. So you're braking longer on the part without the rubber. And then yeah, you join the track probably in the similar place where you started to run in. Not rejoin the track, but rejoin the line, like around here. I like this. Yeah, I like this. So this is tricky, but I think you're doing quite okay. I like avoiding these puddles. I like when still taking the puddles because it's still probably the fastest way. I'm probably getting even closer. I'm probably even getting into the puddles, just because it doesn't seem that deep. You know, there's no aquaplaning happening. And when you get just a bit better angle for the exit. Yeah, because here it a bit you understeer a little bit. You want to be a little bit tighter. Can touch the curb. I saw even guys going over the sausage curb. Maybe the setup thing, but I tried and it didn't really work for me. Maybe the conditions were not right, but you still can be touching that curb a little bit. Just be prepared to control the car with the throttle. You might need to release a throttle a little bit, but that will still be okay because you will be getting out with a better angle. You will be able to go full throttle a bit sooner. And here,
Yeah, I noticed that when going on the curb on the left, the car also like walks out more and starts understeering, but that's okay. I should let it understeer on
actually,
the
yeah.
curb.
So here I'll show you what I'm doing. Well, let's see. Oh, let's see what I did lab before. So very similar to you. This clip a little bit, and then and you can even go wider, and it's still quite fast. You touch this, yeah, the car is a little bit unsettled. I'm still full throttle, and this part you can use it, and this part is like no rubber here at all, right? It's very grippy. What I saw even people doing, they go super wide here. They cut almost like through this, with more speed, and then they go like through this. This is almost not dry, but way more grip when it's here. So it's a longer line. That way, when rejoin the track, it's not on 1x, and it's still fast. So yeah, you can. You should try to use the exit here as much as possible. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, in the last corner. Very similar line, braking point, and just the line we're braking. where I brake, but you can, I think, turn in a bit earlier. Don't be afraid to get close to this. But it's decent. I think it's decent. Let me actually one last time. Oh, this is where I fucked my exit. No. Okay, maybe no, doesn't matter. It felt for me somehow that they're turning into late, but it can work as well. Okay, so good that I checked. Actually,
Yeah,
good.
probably it understeers and walks out anyway, so probably there's no difference. Not much at least.
Okay, let's try to quickly check, and hopefully I can see conditions. Bu- 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 bu. Do you? No, I don't. Okay, so we take this lap. What do we see here? 15%. Okay, we'll try to find something with 15%, probably more towards the end. Okay, this one was 16. Same. Okay, so different cars, you know, but okay, so you're the red one. Okay, I'm sure, so, you know, still getting used to the load cell, but probably, yeah, want to make it a bit more smooth, if that's possible. You know, if I'm not sure if it's, you know, just getting used to it, or maybe it's the shittiest load cell. I don't know, but this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's also wet and
Yeah, I
it's
imagine.
strange that it's so squiggly. Maybe it's because it's completely new, so it's extremely hard right now. I heard it has to break in a little bit.
Yeah, okay, might be the case then. Yeah, because it seems very strange. It's not like you're doing this with your, like, going up and down this fast with your foot. It wouldn't seem
Yeah.
like that. Okay, here, yeah, I'm braking a bit later. Um, but that's fine, you know, that's just feeling the speed. And then here, yeah, I'm going on the throttle less in the middle of the corner, you know, just trying uh, to with less speed, probably, right? Yeah, you're trying to carry more speed through here. I'm going with less speed, but trying to get a better line, you know, and then more speed out of the exit. So yeah, that's basically what we talked about. And here, I'm using less of a steering wheel, but uh, more of the brakes to turn the car. Just one general advice, like very rarely you need to like turn the wheel 180 degrees. Yeah, 180 degrees fully. Like if you feel that you're doing that, try using less steering wheel and more brakes to get the car turned in. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go next corner. Straight, right? Actually, yeah, you see my line? I go a bit less wide, tighter, a bit tighter. True. And here, before the second chicane, you can see more to the left, and then come back pretty much to where you end up. Right. Again, a bit later, but yeah, but you also noticed later that there is, well, adapting to conditions, right? I'm sure that can be solved with practice. The important thing is that you're taking the corners in uh, quite similar speed. Here, actually, I'm going wider here, and with well, similar kind of speed, right? Let's see, I'm more here with this still kind of braking, starting to turn in. Here you're a bit tighter than I am, and here I am a bit tighter, and then, you know, exit is quite similar actually. So here, mm, let's see, so most of course on the braking, but that's solvable. Um, let's take, that will be similar. That's quite good probably. Yeah, that's just a bit faster. So the speed taken out of this is probably definitely not too bad. The exit was alright. Here you can see staying more to the right, way more to the right. Yeah, I'm on the complete edge of the track, and so yeah, this then compromises you a lot, right? I'm taking way more speed through the corner. Exit is then, worse, but this short straight ahead, you know, uh, it's not calling for a good exit, right? So in this section, from straight to braking, right, I'm faster by more than a tenth, you know, by sacrificing the exit. Okay, here, yeah, avoid the spikes. Yeah, you probably need to slow more because your angle is probably a little bit more tight. So this, I just have way more speed even in the braking zone just because of the line, and then your exit is quite similar, you know. So just the line, take this line, and it will be way better. Okay, here. So as I mentioned, I'm a bit to the left, and then here I come back even wider when you did. A bit tighter line through here, but quite similar. Here again on the braking, yeah, this is bad. This looks very bad. So try to look into it. What's happening here?
Yeah.
With the pedal, I'm not sure. Maybe it's affected. Could be, but could be not. Maybe it's something. Quite big swings. Maybe a software thing, new drivers, something needed.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Mhm. Because yeah, you see my braking a bit later, and you know, initially softer, and just maintaining more speed throughout the braking zone, and time gained there. And then on the exit, yeah, through here, what I try to do is stay on the throttle throughout. You know, no back to back to zero. You know, just try to basically almost controlling the car with the throttle. You know how much it needs or doesn't need to be turning. You see how here it's also for you as well. You know, it's quite smooth. But when basically uh, accelerating just as much that the car allows you to maintain the cornering that it needs to. And when it's through here, where I said that I clip those puddles even, so where I just keep it straight, you know, keep it even. Yeah, then on the curb, I modulate a bit down as well, similar to you. And then exit for you, even better at first. Let's see what happens next. Okay, so for your exit, it went even better. But it could have been even better, I think, because the line that you took here, you're still turning, I think, just a bit, right?
Yeah, I'm not going outside of the white line like you, so I
Yeah, you know, but I'm looking at the data now, and I'm going on the outside data, so I'm even taking the longer line. But your exit speed is still better, and it's maintained throughout the straight. So it was good. I think if you go out wider, you can go on throttle even more, and you know, push the car with throttle out wider, and you will have even more exit speed. You know, I'm not sure if it's a Porsche thing or maybe different conditions, or my exit was just that bad. But there's even more. Your exit was definitely better here. I think there's even more here. Okay, last corner. Yeah, again. So here you brake a bit later, and it can be fine, can work. I think it does here. Um, yeah. I'd still say, you know, try less braking. Less braking. Well, it seemed to work out okay for you actually here. Here you are 1/10 faster. So
yeah.
so yeah. It's trying to find arguments, you know, why you should brake lighter, but can't. Hey, I think the headphones are
Yeah, yeah.
out, right? No, there's some strange sounds from you.
Mm. Yeah,
You there?
I'll just mute my mic when I'm not talking.
Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Well, maybe it's a Porsche thing. I'm not sure. Maybe you can brake more in Porsche. But this, well, I'm, you know, just ignoring this roller coaster. But you know, this seemed to work out just fine for you. Again, I would still recommend braking lighter and earlier. The car is like more under control that way, and when you have, I think more control. But you know, you'd in this lap, you know, you were faster here. I think I just can uh, be braking a bit later, and when it will even out. You know, just it's not my fastest lap, just a random lap, so probably not wasn't my, you know, best corner. Jump and exit was quite okay here as well. So yeah, I think that's it. Not bad, not bad.
Thank you.
Couple of easy improvements, you know, with those lines, and then definitely look into this, and then it will be just fine, I think.
Yeah, it looks so strange. Thanks a lot again. Have a nice evening.
Yeah, no problem. See you later. Okay, I have Jack ready. Just a quick sip. Hey Jack, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. How you doing, Herodotus?
I'm good, thank you. Let's see your lap. I think you were quite fast.
I did say so. Yeah.
Especially at first laps on the lighter conditions, quite consistent as well. Then I think I was driving I was following you for a bit and was catching you a bit. So I think on the worse conditions, you were a bit lower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I did.
so you want to take
Did
a
agree
look at.
there.
Sorry. Ah, you can agree. Okay, okay. Okay, lap 16 and lap 20. So lap 16 was super wet. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, I do this as well. I've read it probably in the same place that you did.
Yeah.
And
And I've also been trying it in sort of the GT Sprint series, and yeah, it's just the like least aquaplaning
uh-huh,
is on that line.
uh-huh.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
just
I should say around that line.
yeah. I just checked the delta, and I saw that it's faster. So
Yeah.
okay, let's do this line. Um about the
Slightly.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit deep, I think, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Just a bit. You want to cut this first curve. Uh, want yeah, and this uh fucked you up a little bit on time, especially because you want preparation for this exit of this chicane. So yeah, it sucks when you go deep here, and I did a race with barely any practice, and it happened to me a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Exit is very important here because you're going, through this upcoming long straight. Oh, you had to lift here even. In
Yeah.
some conditions, I had to have to as well.
Yeah, it's only when it gets like super bad like this that
Yeah.
it needs to lift just for it to turn in a bit.
So here, I like you staying left. I would recommend staying completely left. As close as you can to the white
All
line
right.
without touching it.
Oh, yeah. I can see it there. If you just wind back a bit, you can just see it there. Like the slight change, like just below my right hand tire. So on the left, on the left as we're seeing it now, like slight difference in color of the tarmac.
Could be, could be. Yeah, not sure. Yeah, but I'm not seeing those things, especially when I'm driving. But I saw um some really fast people in the top split doing it, and I tried it out, and yeah, it seems very grippy here.
Right.
So yeah, to the right, and then um what I do not like here is you staying in the uh not enough to the right of the track. I like you staying here, but what I would recommend is going as much left as possible, and then basically braking in a diagonal line.
Right.
Keeping the car straight but diagonal, so that you end up, somewhere here, and then you
Yeah.
can, you have easier time. You can carry, more speed through the chicane, through the curves. Um,
Right. Okay.
with better angle.
Yeah.
This you, you're going very deeply on it, like very. I think I'm just touching it a little bit in comparison. Yeah, I do the opposite. This and same thing in the first chicane. First curb, I just touch a little bit, and when I exit, is probably around the similar. But then um, turning in a bit more on this curb, I go here
Right.
over the surge. Actually, let's take one of my laps in those horrible conditions, and let's check this out. Let's say, what's my worst lap? This is after pits. Let's say this. Do you see me? I'm going diagonal,
Yeah.
quite wide here. I lost car a little bit,
Oh, sure.
but yeah. In those conditions, I'm struggling as well. But you see here, I'm cutting through it, and this allows me, to straighten out the car sooner and go on throttle
Right.
sooner.
Yeah.
Um, okay, let's look one more time.
So it's probably just crunches of habits on this corner because yeah, you on Gran Turismo you completely cut that the first chicane
Mm-hmm.
and then avoids the sausage on the second one like the plague. So yeah, I just need to change how I think out the corner.
Yep. Here, so it's unintuitive, because in the rain, you want to avoid the wet line and all that, the rubber line. But here you actually want to stay on pretty much on the normal line. The braking zone is not not that hard here, so the rubber probably is not as not as much rubber, on the braking zone. So you stay on the again as close as possible to the left, to the white line without touching it, and when taking pretty much the normal racing line except avoiding the puddles. So in different conditions it means different things, because in those heavy conditions, um, it might even better to take a line that is this wide, because
Oh
it's so
right.
wet. It's so wet here. Let's actually see from the cockpit, because maybe it's not as wet here. Real quick. Let's. Oh, here I was following you, right? Okay, this wasn't bad. No, it's not bad. Well, probably here. You see, I'm staying more wide, a bit wider.
Right.
So depending on the conditions, I noticed that uh, this might be the best line. Just turning it a bit later.
Yeah.
But yeah, but in lighter, maybe I'm not sure. It's very difficult to tell, and there's not like a timestamp or anything to easily compare two laps. And from my side, at least, that visually, it's not always clear. But yeah, I think my lap was a bit worse in conditions. But well, yeah. Basically, stay on the left here, and then depending on conditions, you can be just as close to the water as possible, to the puddles, or maybe you want to be a bit outside. Here, similar thing, and I think doing, yeah, you can be same thing. You can be as close as possible here.
So one thing I'll say about that corner is that I don't go all that wide out because I don't know if it's just this with Lamborghini or my set or whatever, but the car likes to try and spear left when you're braking for this corner.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It does for me too. But it's manageable. Let's see, random lap. You see? It
Yeah.
goes a bit
yeah.
left, but
Yeah.
yeah. You know, I brake quite light. You know, so it doesn't go that much. Maybe, you know, if you're harder on the pedal, it goes, you know, out of control. So
Yeah. I've definitely been making an effort for Lesmo 2 to be even lighter than I am for the rest of these corners. Because that also seems to help.
yep.
We're all real 16 there.
I'd say, yeah, if that's an issue, you know, just car going left, then yeah, you probably, you know, want to try braking less hard, or when yeah, leave as much space as possible. But here, with how much you braked, it you know, didn't seem to cause any issues. So if that's the case, if you know find a way to keep it consistent, then yeah, using more track will definitely help you here. Because here in the dry and in the wet, same applies. The following is a long straight, and you want a good exit for it. And here you are, you know, quite slow exiting this. I think you also want to use the second gear here because you are quite. It feels like you're accelerating quite slowly. On the second gear, you would be accelerating faster. Here, I quite like it. I'd say maybe you could even be more. I do similar thing, a very similar thing here, braking on the left side. I think even a bit more on the left, and then braking diagonally, but also more. And it seems that you're doing that, but just a bit not enough. More to the left, more, and your exit, like end of braking, start of turning in, more on the right. So you have a little bit, you prepared a little bit better for this corner, can accelerate a bit earlier. Yeah, feels like treacherous conditions.
It's sort of last bit of a scar is always tough because so on you either take all the curb or none of the curb. I think on this lap I went halfway between, and that's what really got me on the exit.
Yeah, I tried taking all of it. Taking the sausage curb. And I saw fast guys doing it, and it definitely works for them. It did not work for me. What I do, I actually just clip this part. It is quite slippery, but I come with a little bit better angle, I think, with better preparation, and then yeah, I need to modulate. I'm not going completely off the throttle, but I modulate it. I release it a little bit. Just to go safely and quickly over the curb. Here, my line is a bit different. As I said, more preparation. So coming from a bit wider, then going deeper into here. So I'm more to the right here. I then similarly go almost to your line, maybe even more to the left, and I like prepare for this then, and here probably similarly going almost, you know, through the puddles, maybe even closer to the although in these conditions maybe not, maybe it was more in the better conditions. Yeah, well, this is, you know, probably, you know, less throttle, especially here, you know. Yeah, less quickly on the throttle, and this will, you know, you will avoid that. Actually, the, for example, this. Yeah, you see, right on the right, turning in. Yeah, so what I do, I avoid this puddle, right? I'm more on the right here.
Oh wow.
And here I'm going through all those puddles.
Wow. Yeah.
Let's see how that looks. Avoiding this puddle. So this, I thought this is quite similar to your line, I think. This a bit wider, but when turning in a bit more. And when I'm probably here ending up very similar to where you are. And then I'm just going over those puddles. It's probably not able to carry as much speed, although it will be very similar. And it's probably maybe a bit more tricky. But then I feel that, you know, I just get a better exit. So yeah, some puddles you can take, the others you shouldn't. And I'm just, you know, just trying all the puddles,
Yeah.
seeing how it feels. And just like a little kid again, taking, you know, my rubber boots and splashing all the puddles.
Yeah.
Okay, Viz, I understand you oversteered here, but as you see, I did. You can take on the exit, you can take a bit of this curb. What I like to do is take a bit of the curb, you know, as needed, based on, you know, on my exit, sometimes more, sometimes less. I still, well, you know, trying to maintain the as much as possible throttle, as much as possible of the throttle, and then exit, you know, again hugging this line.
Right.
So here on this part of the asphalt, it's not on 1x. You can go over there and it's not on 1x, and it's a lot of grip. So if you like have trouble, you know, you go super wide, full throttle, and come back to the track, no 1x, and it's fast because here a lot of grip here. Even in the VRS coach lap, we're taking that line where we go halfway here and back.
Okay.
Kind of ridiculous. I don't do that, I just don't like it. In general, just morally. It's off track, come on. Oh. This corner, it's I think in that it can be taken in different ways. Because and when you know you just need to find the fastest. In changeable conditions it can be very difficult. But yours seem to be alright. Basically you can come in fast and then fast and wide and good exit, or you can come in slower, tighter, also good exit or average exit. It's I think there's many ways. In the wet, there's many ways through the corner. Right. 26. Oh, a bit better, right? Conditions. Yeah, about right. Game is nice. Game is nice. Here, would still recommend. You see this? This looks like almost a dry patch.
Yeah.
So it definitely helps with the braking. So just go on the completely on the left, and you use that patch, and then brake diagonally, come back to the right. You will be able to brake later. This you probably want to avoid, but you know, if you exit it that way, as you see, it's not a big deal. Again here you see like almost dry patches, or can be dry, but probably with less water at least, or whatever. So try to get as close as possible to the edge. Yeah, this was better, of course, better conditions, and we see car going to the left a little bit, just a little bit. I still, you know, think you can. Yeah, use a bit more of track. And yeah, probably in these conditions, you can take the puddles here as well, just for the better line. That's probably fine. This, just stay a bit tighter in the end. A bit. Go over those puddles. And then you have better angle. Understeer a little bit, probably want to avoid that. Maybe like, I'm wondering if it's you steering or just maybe it's like EBS locking up the wheels a little bit, so the car is like sliding a little bit too much. Yeah, but the biggest issue is here. Like you lost the rear a little bit, right? And when you corrected it, and when you understeer. So it's probably just, you know, softer on the throttle. But I understand it's very difficult in these changeable conditions. So which lap do we wanna check?
Let's go for 16, since I was more off in the heavy wets.
Okay, right. I need to find the. Oh, okay. So find your session as well. Jack. Right, the session, and then we have lap This one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 82. Let's see. Let's create a new one this time. 82. What I did on 82? Okay, so we're both right out of the pits. I actually haven't didn't took didn't take tires, just added fuel, a little bit of fuel. So a little bit different. Less fuel, worse tires. But should be similar.
Yeah, 'cause I did a full fuel stint, and then remembered that I forgot to turn Garage 61 on,
Uh-huh.
so I didn't. So yeah, but by the time I was already in the pit, so I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know if it was gonna have been recording and then find the recording, or if it were gone, so I had to head out again.
Okay, so I am blue. Let's see. Actually, I'm kind of surprised that you are able to modulate it that much. So nice, good job. I mean, that's what I mean.
Yeah, because yeah, 'cause I got in a mod for my wheel stands.
Ah,
So
okay.
literally now I got like a gutter or trough to put me chair wheels in,
Okay, okay, okay.
which is attached to the wheel stands. So that I've also moved to the next stiffer brake setting.
Okay, okay, okay. Nice, nice. So yeah, so this, yeah, I thought that you know, the rain will be a huge problem for you if you break 100% everywhere, you know. But
Yeah,
this
probably, yeah,
this is
probably would
real
have been a
nice.
problem if I was on the softer spring.
Uh-huh. This is real nice. This is real nice. So yeah, now just like the trail breaking and you're golden. So looking at the first corner, here for the chicane, for the exit, um, yeah, you know, a bit less brake.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, that,
I think you were a bit coming in a bit faster, you know, with more
yeah,
throttle than I did, but still, here a brake is basically just for tuning the car, you know, just
yeah.
for hooking up the car so that it turns over that curb.
Right. Yeah, yeah. I was a bit deep. Yeah, I was a bit deep
Oh,
on that lap
right,
when I
right.
was.
You're
Yeah,
right. Oh, right. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. So yeah, so for this ignore, but you see what I'm doing in this second phase,
yeah,
just a little bit,
yeah.
just a small touch. Okay, so there we know what happened. Oh, here as well. I was able, but okay, I had. You see, this is the lift that I had to do. So let's check the
Mhm.
line actually. I'm going a bit wider here. Yeah, and I've noticed that in these more horrible conditions in this corner in particular. Well, not really corner, straight in this straight in particular. Uh, you want to go wider. Sometimes very wide if it's very wet, and then the car is, you know, more uh, well able to maintain more speed through that corner.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, here, so we saw that. Okay, let me. Okay, nice here. Yeah, you see, I'm even lighter on the brakes because when I hear and I feel in the wheel that the ABS is kicking in, and I try to avoid it. Still see that it's still kicking in a little bit, but if it's kicks in throughout, I just feel that the braking is just not as effective. Um, okay, this thing. Try out this thing. Definitely this thing. Uh, if you try anything, do this. Downshift earlier. Downshift, even here, my downshift is too late. Actually, let's go to the first corner. It's I noticed just when I tried. You see here, I'm braking a bit earlier, but even before you make one downshift, I already made two.
Right.
So
Right. Yes.
so basically, downshift here. Downshift as soon as you reach your threshold braking. And then sometimes as soon as the car actually allows you, sometimes the points do not match. But yeah, basically, downshift, yeah, as soon as the car allows you, and then last downshift, keep it for when just start to turn in, or around the time. Sometimes you have to do it before, sometimes uh, uh, even a bit after. It's a bit more complicated, that last downshift. So maybe, ignore that if you want, but move back the first downshift and then subsequent downshifts. It it improves braking quite a lot, quite significantly. It like the car stops way easier. Okay, here, yeah, you lost a bit too much speed. Went back on over this curb. And I'm actually oh, so we saw how out of shape I was through that first curb. So I'm just braking through that. And that's probably fine. And then here over this, I'm trying to go. Basically here, just straight. I'm going on throttle. And then on the curb, I'm also right when I'm trying to turn to go over the curb, I yeah, go off throttle. Well, similarly to you, your line is a bit wider, but probably it's you cut this a bit too much. Yeah, you can go out a bit wider here and then closer here.
Right.
Hmm? Oh, and you go to first here. Um, yeah. So as I said, here I stay in second. Uh, for Lambert, probably I'd say I'd say it's same. Can stay in second. Okay, braking or Lesmo 1. Yeah, so here you're a bit compromised because your line. Um, yeah, so here what I'm trying to do is just carry a similar thing that we do in the dry in this corner, just trying to carry as much speed as possible and don't really care about the exit. So here we go in as fast as possible, and then um, uh, trail brake, very light and easy. Just so that the car turns in. Yeah, so if possible, a bit lighter braking here.
Okay. Yeah. So have a look at that.
Yeah, lighter here as well. I downshift the second here. I would recommend that as well on Lamba probably. Uh, you know, the exit is a bit better. The
Yeah.
downshift here. Oh, I downshift. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I recommend to downshift the second. Here on downshift I then lose a bit, but my acceleration was way better. Well, a bit better, but better. I need to downshift earlier. I keep forgetting it myself. But here, still a bit earlier than you. Well, probably not considering that you brake a bit later. But we both here should be downshifting earlier. That's one thing. Braking, yeah, I like a bit lighter earlier. Although here, I'm not sure. When in the end I ramp it up quite a bit, but I think it's fine. In the wet, it's fine, because when you're going slower, I think in the wet you can brake more. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Here, could be doing more trail braking. And here gears, right? I go to second here. Third, I tried going to third here. I think it can also work. So here it's not as black and white. I think third can work there. Here I'm in this corner. I try to well, a sequence of corners. I'm trying to never go to 0% of throttle. I think when I go to 0, maybe the car balance like goes out of shape somehow. So I'm trying just to maintain, not too much, but never to 0. And yeah, no brakes in these corners. Of course, if you like made a mistake and now you need to get back on the line or something, sure, but try to avoid that. So yeah, I'm going here over those puddles, right? There's some more speed that you are taking through, but when exit, I have a better exit, right? More speed out of the last corner. That's very important. The next straight, very long. Could be braking a bit lighter, but it's not too bad. I need to work on my downshifts. And yeah, trail braking could be better. When you finish turning in, you finish braking here, then go a bit on throttle. And here I'm thinking of sometimes second, sometimes third. I think in these bad conditions, second is a bit better. Third worked very well in lighter conditions, light terrain. And here, nice modulation of the throttle, just going slowly back to 100%. Could be a bit more smooth, but the more important thing is try to avoid these where you go on throttle, start it here, on throttle here, because probably you feel that at this point you're a bit too slow. Maybe just can carry a little bit more speed. And when here you try to accelerate out of the corner, when see that you are understeering, and
yeah, that's probably what started oversteering at that point.
Yeah.
And getting the wheel spin.
Then you actually got quite a good exit in the end. So lost a bit in the corner, through the corner, but the exit was not that bad. So you took the wider line on the exit here, and I take with less speed. It almost evens out in the end, but it doesn't. You're still faster. So I'm gaining a bit here, but then losing in the following lap, some amount. As I said, the corner vet you can take in a lot of ways in the vet.
Yeah.
But yeah, try to be more, what's the word? Not consistent, right? But more decisive, I guess. And it's not like you can decide with the car. Car is now ready. No, wait till the car is ready. And then go. I think it probably could have worked as well. But you maybe went a bit too much, right? At least
Yeah.
that's very similar to what I did. But I stopped. At this point, I felt that, oh, no, car is not really turning. Here, I caught a little bit of oversteer on this little bump, and when I said, to myself that, okay, car is not ready yet, right? So I went really slowly, but I never went back, down, because at this point I stopped myself. Maybe at this point, you also could have, just caught the slide and then continued, slowly without this fast uh, throttle correction.
Yeah.
So maybe it's that. Not exactly sure. Well, I think that's it.
Right.
Well, let's hope for a wet race on Sunday.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what? I mean, I did 2 of them last night. Gained about 100 I rating.
Nice.
I am absolutely gonna be screwed next week at Le Mans. But
Hey, it's gonna be
yeah.
wet as well, maybe, and then it doesn't matter.
Is it wet in the officials?
Um,
Haven't
I,
checked.
I saw people talking about rain there as well. Maybe it's fixed only, but I think there is like a lot of rain in upcoming races, upcoming weeks.
I'm not sure. I know how to check it. To be honest, on the UI. I know that people saying we're gonna have it for Bathurst
Okay,
later in the season, but
okay,
I'm not
too
sure about
bad.
the other races.
Too bad. I was hoping for it wet. I hate wet track.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack. So I have one more guy waiting. So I'm gonna let you
Nice.
go. Thanks for
Yep.
joining.
Yep. Thanks for hosting and running through this as always. Yeah. See you on track on Sunday.
Yeah, see you.
Bye.
Hey Joel, sorry for keeping you waiting for that long. I'm not hearing you if you're speaking. It's fine if you don't. Still can hear you. It's just as fine if you type in Twitch chat. Drive it, let's say. That sounds right. Drive it. That's what I would call it as well. Okay. Lap 26. Okay. Okay, this. So we were talking previously about this hack. It's faster and more grip just to go over this line, to hug this line, white line, I mean. And then here, yeah, here it's fine. You break over this line. There's gear. Yeah, so here you want to use this track on the exit. So knowing that, so this felt a bit maybe slow. In these conditions, where are you braking? Probably can brake more closer, maybe even not after, maybe, well, at least on the 150 you can definitely brake. Here you feel maybe a bit too light on the brakes, but here on the exit, you want to go on throttle a bit earlier. You want to be exiting nearer the edge of the track. You can go over these puddles easily, when just for these upcoming puddles you move to the more to the outside. Here in these conditions, yeah, cutting more, that's fine, that's great. Here you can use the wider line. You see this like almost like a dry patch, so you want to be as close to the edge as possible, more on the left side. And then brake, you kind of doing it as, already, braking diagonally, but do it more to the left, and then. So I like this. I don't like this turning in early.
Okay. Now we.
Hey, I can hear you now.
Yeah, perfect. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, so I'll just continue, okay?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So this, I liked where you were going, but then you change your line. So maybe, I think if you would have continued, that would have been fine. When you have like a wider entry for this corner, when you a bit better prepared for this, and this
Okay.
on this chicane exit, cut it more. Here I like to go over the sausage curbs as well.
Okay.
So, shorter line, a bit better exit. You rotate the car sooner, you can go on throttle earlier. This I like you using the whole track here. This seems fine.
I tried to be the closer possible to the puddle, but not in the puddle.
Yeah, that's perfect. It feels like could be going on throttle a bit faster.
Yeah.
Here, not bad. I kind of like it. It feels a bit slow overall, I think.
Yeah, I tried to get the good trajectory and racing line, but I know I missed some speed because I tried to survive also with the rain.
Okay, that's fair.
Since we never know, but I tried to do some clean lap. And this one was just a test about what I heard before me, and I was like, okay, let's try in the meantime, because here, for example, I see what you said just before, that I have to avoid the first pedal and then go to the two next. Here. This is what you said that.
Yeah. So a bit more to the right here. So here the line is okay. That's just fine. But then stay a bit more. Stay together with the curb. Follow the line with the curb, and then you have a better line out of this corner. And this is way more important. The exit, the straight is long there. You will win a lot of time in the In the puddles. In the puddle, in the straight. What is happening with your windshield cleaner or windscreen? Like, do you see that as well in your driving, or
Yeah.
it's just a replay bug?
I stopped it because I removed the headset.
No,
But
no, but
normally it works. You mean
okay,
the normally it works, but it doesn't.
okay,
For
okay, very distracting.
yeah. So here I have to stay on the right until the end of the let's say the curb, and when I finish the curb, I turn left to be able to take the right.
Probably don't even need to wait, but just a little bit more. So you see
Okay.
how around here curb like straightens
Yeah.
out and points to that direction. So get the car to that direction and then turn in.
Okay.
And here, okay, another thing, I see you a lot. Okay, let's. Will I be able to see your telemetry? Have you joined the team?
I am on the team. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see. Okay, I want to show you the
But
telemetry as well.
I didn't know with the weight if I could go way further from this one, or if I have to kept on the track. This is the most difficulty thing I've got tonight. Is where should I go? What is the limit of the track? Because I was looking for it during the first stint.
Limit of the track or limit of the car?
Limit of the track with the wet, like not taking too much track. Something we discussed in garage when I'm on the dry stuff. I didn't take enough track, so when in the wet I have to do the opposite of what I'm learned those past days. So this is a tricky situation.
I'd say here, for example, on the exit,
yeah.
You still want to take the full track, and here the curbs are slippery, yes, but even those you can take. My exit is like through the end of this curb and then over this line. Okay. So you know I'm coming out, you know, as fast as possible and using still a lot of track. Like in the dry you can get almost like the full car on the curb and on this green patch here. So on the wet you don't want to do that definitely, but still you can get you know still wider. At the very minimum, you know you should be using all of the track.
Yeah.
That's for sure on
But
the exit.
you don't do that full throttle, right? You have to limit the throttle usage.
Once the car is straight, you definitely can do that. But even before that, I think you can do that. Let's. So this is drier conditions, right? For example, we'll see my specifically that corner on the exit, right? Let's see. I put it on slow motion. Let's see my throttle here. You see a bit more.
Yeah.
And then turning in. So it's a half throttle, 80%, 90%, 100, 100 even over the curb. You see, so a lot, still a lot of throttle.
Okay.
So you still want to modulate it, but you never want to be dragging like 20% throttle, you know, or 50. Well, sometimes. In wetter conditions, you know, the modulation thresholds drops down, but still, you want to find how much the car can handle.
Yeah.
Okay, so just coming back to your last corner, I think.
I have the feelings I can improve it. So at the end also, because I think I brake too early. But
braking. Well, actually, it's around the same time that I brake. it's strange. Maybe we're braking not enough. So yeah, let's see telemetry. We will know a lot after that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need your lab. Okay, see you. See this.
And the last one.
Yep.
If you watch the optimal, I'm not that bad. I think I think I have 1 second, maybe 1 or 2 seconds quicker on the optimal. It's 2:05, I think.
Okay, let me find me now. And I will take this one, let's see. Yeah, this one. Let's see the wetness.
I was at 40%.
I think we can check it here.
Yeah, 44.
44, okay, so let's see it when, let's see a
Yeah,
different.
I was thinking it wasn't that wet, but by watching the telemetry, I found out it was 44.
Okay. I'm lost a little bit. Overview. Find me. Okay, 14. 40. 40.
I would say the beginning, yeah. There's 43.
Okay, 43, 44. A bit less fuel. So second and a half, not too bad. Definitely not too bad. Okay, you are red. So braking. Right, I'm braking. Yeah, so some. I think now from what I've seen, like you hit your line's not too bad. But still focus on the exits. That's
Yeah.
important. Time still there. Using more track on the exits. But for the braking, I think, and I will confirm it once we see more. But I feel that you can start looking to gain time by braking a bit later. I'd say try experimenting with that. Here, I think, well, I don't know. It feels, well, it wasn't okay. Yeah. Let's ignore that. Here, doing a small lift. Let's see.
Yeah, I saw. I think because it was slippery, I think I was to take back the car. I don't know if it's this one, but I know that I drift a little bit.
The car definitely starts to slip out. After in some conditions, but in 40, I think you should be able to maintain it. But it's BMW. You're driving a different car. Here you are quite wide already here. Give us exit. You go out. And you start turning. And when it immediately steps out, I guess.
Don't we can't know if it's traction control who do that. It's only physical action.
No, it's your input.
Okay.
It's only your input, your pedal. Yeah, I think you should be able. Maybe it's just like, well, maybe it's the car. Can't.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's such a small lift. doesn't really matter. Your exit was fine, just fine, and you're still carrying more speed out of throughout the straight. I think I went in too deep here. I'm watching this, and then my exit wasn't too great, and yours was okay. I think yours can be better if you take the wider line. Did not do that at all. If you take the wider line here and go earlier, even earlier on the throttle, at least lose this. You see where you like go on throttle and then release. I think you can go
without the release part.
Yeah, without the release. Well, at least with more throttle somewhere, you know. Maybe you'll still need to release, but once you go a bit, more, or maybe go just a bit later on throttle, and with more confidence, and take the wider line, and it will be better. Okay, here. So that's what I mentioned, right? Staying on the left, and then going back on the right, and I go even a bit wider, and you stayed stayed on track to meet me here, but you did that little change of direction that I did not like at all when I saw that. So try to get here, but also brake on the left side where is more grip.
Yeah.
You're
Staying
braking
on the left, maybe going a little bit on the right, where the curb is on the. I know there is a little bit of curbs on the right before the chicane. So maybe should I be closer to this or not?
So not you don't need to go on the right side, but closer to the middle.
Okay.
And you see, you stayed here to the left, right? I just I don't know, maybe it's probably not even half a car more to the right.
It's too straight.
Yeah. And here, fine. Braking overall is fine. Try to, in general, try to avoid going up and down, up and down. Try to reach the threshold and then going down. I'm not perfect either. In the rain, I'm also not exactly sure what the braking should look like. But overall, the braking should be, you reach the maximum and then going slowly down. So, I'm also modulating a little bit. Based on what the car is doing, if the car is stable, if the car understeering, oversteering, if I'm stopping enough, but try make it more smooth.
Okay.
Okay, then on exit, again, more track on the exit. Here, I'm cutting more.
Yeah, the sausage curve. That's the part where I have to touch the sausage curve.
And you see here, I'm carrying more speed. And then I cut the curb. No braking or anything. Just coasting a little bit. And then we go on the throttle very similarly, but taking wider line. It's a bit better. So here, this I'm taking shorter line here with more speed, and then exit the corner with same speed as you do. And you lose time here, and then don't win anything back here. If you if you would at least take the full track, then you would be winning out some time back because you would you could take a better exit. Because this is more like a wider line You know, you do this when you want to prepare, you know, for the upcoming straight, you know, to prepare a good exit. But you take the wider line and you don't really use that. So, you know, anyways, this is, at least in my opinion, and you know, more testing is actually needed to confirm it. But from what I tried, not the best line. You don't need to prepare for the upcoming straight. You know, it's better to just try to fly as quickly as possible through the chicane. But you know, exit.
Yeah, I'm not that good for this one. Even on the dry, it's a difficult one. But I will target the sausage curb now.
Yeah. Get the sausage curb. This is your this line is it's not too bad. Like very clear things what you should ride, and not too difficult things, right? Left here, a little bit more to the right here. Then take the sausage curb and use the whole track on the exit. A lot of things, but they're very simple things. Okay, here, yeah, you stayed nicely on the left side of the track. You can use a little bit more even, as close as possible to the edge. Here, lighter and deeper braking would be better, because you see, you lose the speed, a lot of speed quickly. When you need to go on throttle mid corner, that doesn't help at all, you know. Try lighter braking and just maintain the braking into the corner. It helps with the rotation and also helps to carry you know the speed. So, and when here you almost start to gain time back, you know, by going on throttle
but I lose
quickly.
everything after.
Yeah, but when even if this would have been a perfect exit, you would still be just, you know, similar to me, and the straight isn't that long even, you know, so you will not win a lot of time, and you lose here mid corner. So for this corner, the approach is better to brake not too much, not too early, and try to carry as much speed through corner as possible. And the exit is, you know, in second. Well, it's not that important as the corner speed.
Okay.
And then if we take a look at this next corner, it's very similar in angle, but the straight after this corner is very long, so it's very valuable to, you know, exit with as much speed as possible. So now exit is very important here. So I actually quite like your approach here, but this is the part that I don't like.
The camel one, as you said it.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad, but still, if you see here, you lose a bit more speed than I did on braking.
Yeah.
And then at this point, you already feel that you lost enough speed. You know, if you turn, the car will turn in the corner, but you don't really want to coast, so you go on throttle. And at this point, you see that, okay, the car is not really want to turn on throttle. So, you know, for that, carry more speed, you know, first, and then you can even carry, you know, you see that that speed into the corner, and keep braking into the corner, and then go on throttle. It's actually very different from what we do on the dry, because here, as you can see, I'm accelerating quite late. I'm on the accelerator only here. Probably in dry I would be at least here. But you know, in the rain, in the wet, you want to turn the car and then go on throttle. Not you know, not not completely, but you want to do most of the turning and then go on throttle, because to go on throttle quickly, like like I do it here, still with modulation, that's fine. But to do that, you need to be almost finished with the turning. So yeah, better preparation for the exit. Okay, so here okay, but different cars doesn't matter. I brake a bit later here, and you can see I'm way more to the left, and then in the end I come and meet your line here as well. So here your turning in line is just fine. But braking on the left, on the left I think is what allows me to brake a bit later.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what's happening here. So here, this wider line I think can work too. So you were avoiding puddles, I think. Weren't. I think we watched, right? You were not avoiding puddles here. Doesn't seem like I were either in this lap. So it's probably not perfect. Those puddles are not too deep anyway. You see, I was able to maintain nice line, not understeer too much while going through those puddles. So yeah, but you want to be a bit more middle to the middle here. Then here this allows me then to go on the throttle a bit earlier. So let's see. I like your trail braking here, by the way. It's very smooth. Aim for that.
Yeah, I try. This is a training I've done for a month now. The trail braking, I try to do it more.
Yeah. So this is just fine. This middle part, look into it. Try to focus on that. Yeah, you see, mine is like in well, completely different, right? But it's smooth, right? It's without big changes. Big changes are not good because they're like ruin the balance of the car. And when when the shifts the weight too much, and it's then you have to react to these changes. If you keep it smooth, and the car keeps behaving, the same way.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't change the. If it's smooth, I didn't change the behavior of the car. It's more stable.
Okay, here I go a bit earlier on the throttle. With more, you see here I'm using way more steering here.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could be as well.
Okay.
I think you could be, because
I think I was scared of the pedal for this one because half of the time I just lost the car every time.
I see. Okay.
So it's more about my scare of this pedal. Not it's not an excuse. It's me.
Oh
Yeah, I will try.
Yeah. I just try out, the pedals to see how it feels. If I crash, I crash. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, this is what I've done for the first for the first part of the training.
Yeah. Right, and then I like to go to the middle here. It allows then me to carry quite a lot of speed through through these upcoming S's. Then you see I'm before this exit just a bit, but that I think really helps. Just a bit more to the right. Throttle I quite nice, I think. Just this part ruins the following this speed for you. More to the middle, when you can carry more speed, when it's easier to stay more to the left here, and when, yeah, use the full track here.
Yeah, this is where I lost a lot of time.
Another thing that might help, but it's a different car, but you maybe should try as well. I like to go to third gear.
Mhm.
If it's if it's quite dry, well, not dry, but you know, if it's not too slippery, I even keep third in here and then go in third here. It feels a bit slower. It probably is just a bit slower, but when you you know, you don't need to downshift and upshift. Well,
Yeah.
actually upshift, because here I'm in the second here, and I upshift here in the middle of the corner. It's not smooth. I think immediately after I need to do a correction. So sometimes staying in third here uh, uh, helps, but what I'd say that you still probably would be better off shifting to third here. The car will be more stable, and when you
Yeah.
can go a bit easier on the throttle. So
I'll try that tomorrow. Yes, that's a good idea.
I said that like when I was watching the replay that I did not like how you went on throttle, or that you not enough on throttle. Looking at this, I think it's not too bad. This maybe maybe you could go a bit faster, but overall, and you know, maybe it's not the limit of the car, but it's fine. Maybe it could be like inversed. The line could be inversed, when it would be more similar to me. Because what
Yeah.
I do, what I like to do, I like to, you know, try to find the threshold, and then if I'm not even exactly sure, maybe, you know, through my force feedback, through what, you know, the car is sounding, you know, I either when, you know, I go like in steps, right? It's not smoothly, but in steps until I find the threshold, and then I go in like smaller steps again. You know, when it's more smoothly.
Okay.
It's
But yeah, I see what you mean here.
yeah,
This is
yeah, but it's the main issue again here is, you know, more track. Use more track, and you will be able to, you know, carry more speed. Okay, last corner. Just fine. Braking is just fine except for this little thing,
yeah.
but
Again.
otherwise otherwise seems perfect. Even in speed race, like more on the exit, it's like you're losing only 10th here, so it's really not bad. I'm focusing here on the exit more, but it like so you know, you could say that you could be braking just a bit earlier, and then on the throttle again avoid this. You know, that's what losing you all the time. If you feel
Okay.
if you feel that well, if you do this one lap, you see you went on the throttle, and then you know you see that's the threshold that I was talking about. You know, try going quickly to the threshold, and then smoothly through the to the 100%
Oh
throttle.
yeah, the two throttle, yeah.
Yeah. So here, you know, uh, try as well. So here you were, you know, still carrying too much speed to do that. But you know, try to brake until you know or you feel that you will be able to go, you know, more to the throttle, not just a little bit. And then, you know, going slowly, slowly. No. feel the threshold of the car. What's the car threshold that it will accelerate? Will be able to accelerate and still maintain grip, and it's different for every car, every corner, every that's different wet condition. It's just like a feeling thing. You need to adjust, but it happens pretty much automatically. And but yeah, if just keep it in mind. If you do that, you know that you need to do some adjustments, and then think, what can you do? Okay, so at this point, maybe I was getting still too much speed to be turning in and accelerating, or maybe something else, think about it. Maybe I was using like too much steering.
Okay.
Yeah, overall, really not bad.
And for this one, you are in second gear. It's normal, or it's because of the wetness?
I'd say because of the wetness.
Okay.
On more dry conditions, I like the third here, but actually, I'm not quite sure, and especially because the cars are different.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like I can't even tell anything useful.
Okay.
It's just find what for. I feel that for me, for Audi in third gear, the car you need to slow down the car too much, and when you try to accelerate, it's just not the correct gear. So
Okay.
I need to shift to second, because I'm slowing down so much to turn into it because it's so wet to actually get a good acceleration out of the corner. So you try one, try the other. It's very borderline, I think, in this with different conditions.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay. Any other questions?
No, that's great. I was happy to be able to do some time not so far from everyone tonight. So that's great. And I know I have to improve a lot of things, but it's a real pleasure to be able to do that every Wednesday, except for Le Mans and the notch race.
Yeah,
But yeah, I will
sure.
be there every week if I can.
Yeah. Good to hear. Welcome to join. Thank you for joining
Thank you.
tonight as well.
My pleasure. But yes, that's good. The second lap is not very useful. It was just by curiosity, but it's already 11:30, so I think we could avoid to check it.
Yeah, a bit late. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's it for me as
Thank you
well.
so much
Yeah.
for this and for the evening.
Yeah.
So
Thank you. Have
I
a good
will.
night.
Yeah, take care. Bye.
Bye for now. Which GT3 has the most responsive FFB? I tried Porsche today after LMP2 and I find it was hard. I didn't like the FFB. Maybe it's because I didn't drive after a long time. Most responsive. It's not a thing for me. I don't know. I feel all cars in FFB. All cars are fine. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. I know some people um were complaining about Porsche having no FFB in the middle. I feel that a little bit, but why do you need the FFB in the middle? I don't agree with you. So maybe just raise a little bit. You don't need to use the same FFB on every I will not be able to show you now. On every car. You know, I change FFB per car every time, and quite significantly. So Porsche, yeah, on Porsche you need to do few clicks up. And yeah, and on F4 I had to use a lot of clicks down. For Audi I use 7.6 or 45 Newton meters. And also, for example, F4, I was using less, less force feedback in the rain, because you know you need to make so much adjustments that you know it was too difficult with strong force feedback. And in the dry, it's you know, it's quite static. But still, and you want to, you know, if something is going wrong, you want to know about it hard and quickly, you know. So strong feedback on the dry, it's better for me at least. Hmm. Yep. I imagine. I imagine. Okay, that's it. Quite late. Quite late already. So yeah, gonna be going, and I guess maybe I'll stream something on Saturday. Yep. Bye for now.